Shalom, everybody, and welcome to Torah Time. My name is Morah, Dena, and welcome to all those who love, live, and learn the Torah. You may be wondering why, oh why, I am wearing cow glasses today. Oh, check out the Parsha. Think about what this week's Parsha is. If they were gold, I'd be wearing gold cow glasses. But guess what? I didn't have gold cow glasses. Let's find out and see why is Morah Dena wearing cow glasses for this week's Parsha of Parshas Sisa. Sisa, welcome to Parshas Sisa, found in book number 2 of the Torah called Shemos. Welcome to all of you. Parshas Sisa. Moo, moo. Let's go on our way to Parshas Sisa. This week's Parsha is quite an exciting Parsha. We learn Sisa means when you count. Who is counting? Hashem commands Moshe, Moshe, it is time to count the Bnei Yisrael. I love them so much, I want to make sure everyone is here. Moshe, please collect a half a shekel from every Jewish male 20 years and up. Moshe did not know how to make a half a shekel. Hashem showed Moshe Rabbeinu an image to see how a half a shekel looks. And Moshe calls out to Bnei Yisrael, Bnei Yisrael, bring your half a shekel to be counted in the Bnei Yisrael. What is Moshe going to do? Moshe collects the half a shekalim in a big box. Later, these shekalim will be used to buy karbanos in the Mishkan. We learn that today, if you travel to Israel, the name of the money is shekel, still called shekel. And it's all the way from back in the desert, back in the Midbar, when we collected that half of shekel. What did Moshe do? He used the half of shekalim for karbanos, for the people, for sacrifices for the people. But guess what? He first counted the half of shekalim because he wanted to see, on command from Hashem, how many Bnei Yisrael there are. He counted up the half of shekalim, and that way he knew how many male, 20 years and up, were in Bnei Yisrael. That's the Torah way. We are careful not to count people. We can count their heads, we can count their noses, but we don't go around and go 1, 2, 3, 4. In the Midbar, Moshe counted every half a shekel. There is a special pasuk, and it goes like this, and it has 10 words to it. Hoshia es amecha. Hoshia es amecha. Uvarech es nachlasecha. Urein v'nasim ad ha'olam. You guessed it, 10. There are 10 words in that pasuk, and that's a great way to count people. See how many people you can count in your family and friends by using that pasuk, Hoshia es amecha, or just count their noses. We know that this is a beautiful song that you can sing it also. In Parshas Sisa, we continue with the construction of the kiyar, the wash basin, where the Kohanim washed their hands and feet before they served inside the Mishkan. What was the kiyar made of? The kiyar was made of mirrors. Whose mirrors? It was a kiyar nechoshes, a copper wash basin made out of mirrors. Whose mirrors were they? And it was kept in the courtyard of the Mishkan, the kiyar. When the Kohanim came to serve, they washed their hands and their feet every morning to make them holy to serve Hashem. We learn when it was time to make the kiyar, the women ran to Moshe and said, Moshe Rabbeinu, please take our mirrors. These are our special mirrors that we would like the kiyar to be made out of. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, what? Mirrors? Mirrors are used to brush your hair, make yourself beautiful, look in the mirror to see how gorgeous and perfect you look. How could we make something so holy out of women's mirrors or out of people's mirrors? Mirrors are not made to be holy. They're made to just look into and see how you look. Mirror, mirror on the wall. The women said, please take our mirrors. These are holy mirrors. Moshe said, I will daven to Hashem. Moshe davens to Hashem, and Hashem says, Moshe Rabbeinu, take those mirrors. Those mirrors are holy. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, please, Hashem, tell me why they are holy. Because these mirrors were used in Egypt, in Mitzrayim, to keep the women kept their husbands alive with these mirrors when they worked so hard and were beaten and whipped by Pharaoh's soldiers. They laid there, not being able to move. And the women quickly ran down to where the workplaces were. And they were shining their mirrors to their husband and saying, look, husband, look at me, look at you. We're together. Our home is going to continue. You will be strong. You will get out of this, and we will have a beautiful Torah home again. Please get your energy back. And the men would stand up and begin working again, building those cities of Pisum and Ramses, making those bricks. And then, of course, when they fell down, the women quickly ran back with their mirrors and were shining them at their husbands to say, wake up, we can do it. We will be together again in a beautiful home. Well, Moshe Rabbeinu said, Hashem says, take the mirrors. And Moshe Rabbeinu took the mirrors, and Bezalel melted them down to make a beautiful kiyar for the Kohanim to wash their hands and feet out of the beautiful holy mirrors. Wow. Here is the Mishkan, and here is the kiyar, right in the courtyard, where the Kohanim can come in through the door, wash their hands and their feet. There's the Kodesh, there's the Kodesh Kodashim, there is the copper altar, and there is the kiyar. What an amazing, 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 amazing Torah time. We learn that Hashem says to Bnei Israel, keep the Shabbos Kodesh. Shabbos is holy. Make sure to keep Shabbos holy. Hashem rested on Shabbos, and we rest too on Shabbos. Shabbos, we love you. We learn that Hashem anointed, Hashem told Aharon, Moshe, to put the special oil all over the pieces of the Mishkan to make them holy to Hashem, to serve inside the holy, holy Mishkan. This is Shabbos Kodesh. And by the way, in this week's Parsha, we learn that there's a part of Kiddush right in this week's Parsha to say, keep the Shabbos holy. Keep Shabbos. Give it a kiss. We love you, Shabbos. We love you. Okay, well, here it comes, one of the saddest parts of the whole Torah. We learn the Bnei Israel were waiting for their leader, Moshe Rabbeinu, to come down from Har Sinai on the 40th day. He was up on Har Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights with the Luchos, of course, with the Luchos, where he watched Hashem carve them out, fire on sapphire. Well, guess what? On day number 39, a not nice malach, the Medrash says, a not nice malach came to the Bnei Israel, and he said, Bnei Israel, your leader, Moshe Rabbeinu, is never coming back. He's not coming back. Today is day 40. Where is he? He's not coming back. And they said, today is 39. It's not 40. He's supposed to come on the 40th day. And the not nice malach said, no, no, no. Today is 40, not 39. Today is 40. Your leader is supposed to be here now, and he's not coming. They said, what do you mean he's not coming? And the not nice malach created a cloud in the sky, and he said, look up. Do you see that black cloud? And there, in the black cloud, the not nice malach showed the Bnei Israel an image of their leader, Moshe Rabbeinu, in the cloud. And the not nice malach said, Bnei Israel, your leader, Moshe Rabbeinu, is never coming back. He's gone. He's gone forever. And they said, what? Our leader is not coming back? Our leader's not coming back? What are we going to do without our leader? What are we going to do without our leader? Where was their leader? Up on Har Sinai, waiting to come down on day 40, of course, instructed by Hashem. The Bnei Israel ran to Aharon. And when they ran to Aharon, Moshe's brother, who, of course, became the Kohen Gadol, they said, Aharon, there's a big problem. Aharon, there's a big problem. And he said, what is it? And they said, Our leader Moshe, your brother, is never coming back. It's day number 40 today, and he's not back. He's supposed to be back today with the Luchos. He's supposed to come back. He's never coming back. And we were shown an image in the sky. There he is. There's Moshe. He's never coming back to us. Our leader is gone. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Whoa. Aharon said, I must keep the Bnei Israel busy till tomorrow, till day number 40, when Moshe will come back. So he's thinking, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? And Aaron said, Bnei Israel, gather gold. Gather gold. Bring me gold. And here's a very sad part. The men ran to their wives, and they said, give us your gold. We must have your gold under instructions of Aharon, Moshe Rabbeinu's brother. Moshe Rabbeinu is not coming back, and we need the gold for Aharon, under instructions from Aharon. And guess what happened? The women knew that it was not going to be used for something good, that the gold would not be used for something good. And the women said, sorry, we cannot give you this gold because we know it's not going to be used for something good. And the men said, we must take it, we must. We demand that you must give us the gold under instructions of Aharon. And the women took off their necklaces, their gold necklaces, and their gold earrings, and their gold watches, and their gold rings, everything gold, and handed it to their husbands. And folks out there, the women who did that were rewarded with a reward. Women, we have a special gift. Every Rosh Chodesh, we celebrate Rosh Chodesh in a special way because we said no, we're not giving our gold. We're not giving it up. We know something is not going to happen that's the right thing. We're not giving it up. And because of that, we celebrate Rosh Chodesh every single month. Of course, everyone celebrates Rosh Chodesh. Men, women, children, everybody. But we have a special celebration. Women, us women, because we refused to give up our gold to do something not good with that gold. The men ran back to Aharon. The men ran back with their gold, and Aharon was shocked. It was still day number 39. He thought they would be coming the next day on day 40, and that way Moshe would be coming down from Har Sinai. But no, the men were very fast, and they brought their gold quickly as they could to Aaron. And Aaron said, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And the men said, we don't have a leader. We don't have a leader. Why don't we have a leader? And Aaron just did not know what to do. How is he going to stall for time? And he took all the gold, and he threw it into the fire. Aaron took the gold and threw it into the fire, and out came, are you ready for this? None other than an Egel HaZahav, a golden calf, a calf made out of gold. Now you know why I was wearing my cow glasses. Moo. Of course, they're not gold, but if they were gold, that would be really amazing. A golden calf came out of the fire, and everybody jumped back. Oh my gosh, what's this golden calf all about? And the people went around the golden calf. They wanted to get close to Hashem. They wanted to get close to Hashem. Look at Moshe still up on Har Sinai. Woo! And the people got around and said, let us get close to Hashem. Let us get close to Hashem. And we learned, the Medrash says, that the golden calf started mooing. Moo, moo. And as they started to feel getting closer to Hashem, they took it to the next step. And they started dancing around the Egel HaZahav. And they started dancing around the Egel HaZahav. And they started bowing to the Egel HaZahav. And dancing around the Egel HaZahav. How sad is this picture? Take a good look. Bnei Israel just received the Torah, and now they're dancing around the Egel HaZahav. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And up on Har Sinai, there was Moshe Rabbeinu. There he is. And he is ready to come down with the Luchos. He is ready to come down with the two very heavy blocks of fire on sapphire. And as he's about to come down off of Har Sinai, Hashem, the people are bowing and dancing around. Hashem says to Moshe, what is that noise I hear in the camp? And Moshe Rabbeinu looks down from Har Sinai and he sees a terrible sight. He sees Bnei Yisrael dancing, bowing around a golden Egel HaZahav, a golden calf. What is that all about? Oh my goodness, are Bnei Israel going to be destroyed? What's going to happen? Moshe is holding the luchos. And the only way Moshe could hold the luchos was because Hashem was holding it for Moshe. They were over the top, way too heavy for any human being to hold. But because Hashem was holding them for Moshe, he was able to hold the luchos, the fire on sapphire. And as he saw Bnei Israel dancing around the Egel HaZahav, Hashem made it get very heavy. The luchos became very heavy. And suddenly, the letters, the fiery letters, flew off the luchos, flew back up to Hashem, flew back up to Hashem. And when they flew back up to Hashem, the luchos became very heavy. And Moshe could not hold them anymore. And Moshe let go and threw them down off of Har Sinai. And they went tumbling, tumbling, tumbling down Har Sinai. And as they tumbled down Har Sinai, they tumbled all the way down the mountain. And as they tumbled down the mountain, they went tumbling, and the Bnei Israel looked up and they saw, what is that sight we see? We see Moshe Rabbeinu up on Har Sinai. We see the luchos tumbling down Har Sinai. A shocking, shocking look. And they jump back, and the luchos come crashing down the mountain. And they go crash, boom, bang, right into the Egel HaZahav and smash the Egel HaZahav into gillions and zillions and trillions of pieces. Ooh. And look what happens to the luchos. The luchos themselves have been smashed into jillions and gillions of pieces. And the Bnei Israel look up, and they see Moshe coming down from Har Sinai. And they said, Moshe, we thought you were gone. We thought you were gone. They lost trust in Hashem. Hashem said day 40 is day 40. Oh, look at Moshe. They cannot see Moshe's face because from now on, Moshe is wearing a veil covering his face because he spoke straight face to face with HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hashem. From now on, his face is so holy that he cannot look at anybody. No one can see his shining Kadosh face. And Moshe says, Bnei Yisrael, what have you done? What have you done? And the broken luchos were gathered up. And we learned that they were put inside the Aron, inside the Mishkan. And the broken luchos, and of course, after Moshe sees the Bnei Israel, and the Bnei Israel are so sad for what they did, in shock, look what has happened to them. They just received the Torah, and now, take a look. Oh, how sad. Moshe says, Bnei Israel, all of you who participated, who bowed to the Egel HaZahav, are going to have to. Whoa! How did Moshe know who did it? Moshe Rabbeinu mixed up a special drink of the smashed luchos and fed it to the Bnei Israel to drink. And I can't even tell you how he knew, because it was so sad, I don't even want to say it. It was way too sad. But he had certain signs of the Bnei Israel who bowed to the Egel HaZahav. And if they did, that was not a good thing at all. Not a good thing at all. Take a look at Bnei Israel. They do not look very happy at all. Ooh. Oh my goodness. What a parsha. One of the saddest parts. Of course, there are many happy parts. And they're all parts to help us learn and grow and become the Torah people that we are supposed to come. Moshe goes back up on Har Sinai to receive a second set of luchos. And we learn that Moshe came down, it was Shivasar B'Tammuz. And we learn that he brought down and was forgiven back on Yom Kippur. We learn that Moshe Rabbeinu, for the second set of luchos, he had to do most of the writing with Hashem watching Moshe. The first set of luchos was a set that Hashem created. Fire on sapphire, fire on sapphire, fire on sapphire. For the second set, Moshe Rabbeinu had to chisel it out. Of course, with the Ruach of Hashem, with Hashem's help. This is an amazing Parsha to teach us always to trust Hashem, the King of the world. This coming Shabbos is called Shabbos Parshas Parah, and is all about the Parah Aduma, the red cow too. And we read a part of the Torah all about the Parah Aduma, the all red cow. Whoa, there's a lot about a cow in this week's Parsha. The Egel HaZahav, the baby golden calf, and of course the Parah Aduma, the red cow. What is the Parah Aduma all about? We're getting ready for Pesach. Whoa! It's only like 3 weeks away. And we have to get ready to purify ourselves. And that's what the Parah Aduma is all about. The all red Parah Aduma. Wishing you a week filled with Torah and mitzvos. And remember to always live, love, and learn the Torah. Parshas Sisa is a phenomenal Parsha, like every Parsha is. But it was loads of fun being together with all of you today. Wishing you an amazing week and a Shabbat Shalom and happy Parshas Sisa, Parshas Parah. Moo.